Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. I gotta hold it a bit more steadily than I am. It's weirdly hard to hold this. Maybe I'll just two-hand it.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything to that one.
Don't know what happened there, but yeah, we're hanging to work because we need vlog footage.
No. Put it down. Yeah, put it down. Put it down. We're in the...
Okay, sorry about that. For some reason, the car near us thought I was videotaping them and...
flipped us off repeatedly, slammed on the brakes in front of us and everything else. But guess
Whole
what?
car
This
full
is
of people.
Wisconsin, so therefore everyone here should probably...
Actually,
I'm so sick of flipping banana bread state.
I hate this state. I'm so done with the state, honestly.
It's just trash people. It is such trash people with trash mentality, and I cannot stand it. It's that Midwest nice mixed with poor people mentality who are content being poor, but all they could do is just biscuit moan and complain about it. And it's never their own fault. It's everyone else's fault. Oh my God.
It's infuriating, and we knew someone like that. We're not going to name names, but like...
No. It's 90% of the people here.
Yeah.
It's, oh my God.
It's so bad. I don't get it. I don't get what's wrong with this state. I don't get what's wrong with this country.
Oh, no, I know what's wrong with this country. It starts...
unless when it comes to Israel stuff for some reason.
Weirdly, yeah.
Yeah, they're totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Don't know why. That is the one thing where they're on the right side, which makes it infuriating when anyone tries to, like, do any kind of thing of being like, oh, if you're on the same side, Republicans are on the wrong side. It's just
if you're on the same side as Hamas, ISIS, terrorist groups, fuck you. It doesn't matter who is on my side of things. You are clearly on the wrong side.
Yeah. Something, don't let the terrorists win.
I don't know. I'm very passionate about this because it's just blatant, like, I don't know, uneducated, just pure ridiculous behavior where there's no thought that goes into this.
Yeah,
oh my God.
There's that chant people always say at those rallies, which if you actually... I'm not going to repeat it here because a Jewish lawyer trademarked it, which is hilarious. Mm-hmm. But there's that thing people always say at rallies, and then people actually started asking people, hey, what does this mean? And they're just kind of like, yeah. It means freedom.
Like, no, it doesn't. It's the from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, that thing.
Yep.
And they don't even know what river. They don't know what ocean. They don't know what anything.
Which just makes them delusional. Mm-hmm. So, don't be delulu. That's today's message of the day.
Oh my God.
Hey, is it wrong? I don't think
Not
it's wrong.
But I'm like, I am so infuriated over this stuff.
Yeah. And again, we usually try not to talk about this stuff, but like...
That's on the podcast. I'm willing to start talking about it on here.
Yeah, that's true, actually. So as long as we're talking about that stuff, what is wrong with this country?
I don't even know. I feel like it's people that only hear little snippets of different things without seeing the whole picture, and are like, oh my God. Like the people that are at the pro-Palestine rallies that have no freaking clue what Hamas did on October 7th, which is a terrorist attack equivalent to like 9/11 here, except more people died in Israel's.
Which is screwed up to think about.
But yet, it's literally what it is. Is anyone who's like pro-Hamas and all that stuff, how? That's like being like, oh yeah, yay, Al-Qaeda, 9/11.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Or the thing that also infuriates the absolute shart out of me is the people that are all, oh, well, Palestine that's Palestinian land. Israelites are colonizers. Palestine is the name that the Roman Empire gave to Judea. The Jewish Holy Land.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Like, oh my freaking God.
And then
the other thing that pisses me off is technically Palestinians, anyone born in that area, they're Jewish.
Technically, yeah.
Like, oh my God.
My favorite thing, too, is, like, how there was, like, the hostage trade thing that happened today. Mm-hmm. And literally, like, 15 minutes into that, missiles started firing at Israel. Mm-hmm. And it was a ceasefire.
A ceasefire, yeah.
Like, that tells you a lot about who's on the wrong side. And should tell you everything you need to know. But
it's like, oh, we want a ceasefire so that way we can kill you and you can't attack back. And if you do, you just broke the ceasefire. Like, what? God.
It's insanity.
Like, I don't want any innocent civilians or innocent people or anything to ever get hurt. Ever.
Yeah.
But also, I do believe you can defend yourself, and it's not a problem. Like, oh.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, oh, they hit innocent civilians. Because, bitch, you were using them as human shields. You can't literally be holding innocent civilians in front of you and everything else and be using them as like, oh, we can throw things at you, but you're not allowed to touch us. It's like, that's not how that works.
It's the, like, terrorist equivalent of I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you. You can't, no, you can't do it, no. And, like, I hate to say it, Gen Z and everything are falling for it left and right. It's like, that, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, if you actually cared about innocent civilians and all this other stuff, then why aren't you against a terrorist organization building bases and stuff inside people's homes and schools and mosques and all of that stuff? It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's something funny I thought about the other day too. People are always saying like, oh, like, yeah, one of the really, like, people are always talking about how you need to preserve negative things as well as positive things in terms of culture.
But you don't root them on.
Yeah. But, no, I mean, like, people say that in the context of, like, Gen Z wanting to destroy old racist things, or old anti-Semitic things, or old pick-your-favorite-ism things. But, like, the downside of doing that is if you do that, you literally forget, like, what all that stuff was in the background of that. And here we have Gen Z literally forgetting that the Holocaust exists.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you couldn't.
No, there was a whole thing. I was watching an entire Instagram series of this guy. I have to remember his name. Maybe I'll put it in the description. But, he went there and he was talking about the Holocaust. And all these people did not know what that was.
Yeah, just because it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean you get to, like, write it off from history. It's still important.
Like, and it was a bad thing. Like, there's so many bad things that happen, but it doesn't mean that you need to erase it. But also, that's not the point, though, behind any of this. Like, no one's like, oh, yeah, you gotta destroy anything Palestinian. That's not how this works.
No.
There's a way that we can coexist, and it could be Israel and Palestine all together without one of them being ran by a terrorist group.
Yep. Literally all it would take.
Like, it was supposed to be a democracy, and then it was given over to Hamas in 2005, 6?
Something like that.
Something like that. And it's just been downhill all since then. Also, I don't want to hear jack shit about any of you who are like, well, the people in Gaza, I've been to Gaza. Like, I know what it was like. I know all that. It's not an open-air prison. It's pretty nice. It's the same as any city where you go to any other area, and there's a good area, and there's a bad area. It's the same.
Yeah, it's insane. People are insane over this, and it's infuriating. Also, like, it's not that hard to not support terrorists. All you have to do to not support terrorists is not talk.
Yeah, it's just like, how does anyone support a terrorist group? That, it blows my mind how people are supporting actual terrorists who microwave babies and everything else. And don't even talk about how it's like, oh, that was just one instance, but there's no source. It's on video. They sent a video to the parents off of a phone.
Yeah.
Like, oh!
Insanity.
We may have gotten all of our footage.
We might have gotten all of our footage. It's still just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It sucks too because everyone's falling for all of that pro-terrorist bullshit and they're just being like, yeah, this is totally fine. Yeah, woohoo, fuck Israel. But like, if you don't even have a basic understanding of what's going on over there, or you have no baseline
or a basic understanding of, this is basic history. This isn't anything like, you really got to read into it. It's basic history.
Yeah, like, it shouldn't be hard.
I'm very excited to put this video up.
Me too. This is so, yeah.
I definitely have to mark it explicit.
Yeah, I think this is probably the most explicit we've ever gotten with stuff. But
this is how I actually feel on the inside when I'm not censoring myself all the time.
Yeah.
My voice is like going. I'm so pissed.
Oh, yay, we can join the club.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Comment below with your thoughts on the Israel-Palestine conflict. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Oh no, I might just turn off comments because you know what? I just want to put this out there and everything. I don't give a shit to hear anyone's crap comments. Actually,
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna like go in the comments thing and just censor words out.
That works.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. And if you like this, remember to follow our podcast, the Alan and Justin podcast.
A lazy yet successful production.
Yeah, and watch us on YouTube. Okay. Good a spot to end as any.
Bye.
Bye.